It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free, 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
You hear the latest? Did you hear the latest?
What would that be?
I just like doing that. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It is Tuesday. Right?
It is Tuesday.
Tuesday afternoon. What a morning show we had. Rocking and rolling. I am excited. We got some new people coming on, some new blood coming on. The 1 o'clock, we have a singer coming on from Cirque du Soleil.
Somewhere?
Cirque du Soleil? I don't know. Circle or something Soleil.
It's not a circle. Cirque.
What is it? Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque.
Cirque.
C-I-R. Yeah.
Don't
Cirque.
curse at me.
Cirque
you.
du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? It's French, right?
Yes.
I don't speak French. I'm Puerto Rican. We have a singer from
That was really funny.
From Oui. We have a singer this afternoon at 1:15. Don't miss it. I hear she's spectacular.
Julia Langley.
Yes, and we have a lady and a gentleman that are going to be coming in at 1:35 that are doing masks, and we're going to be talking to them. And today also we have somebody who's going to be coming in who is actually feeding the children. It is funny. Andrea from Promo Stuff For You, write it down, Promo Stuff For You, actually sent us this gentleman that is feeding children, and he needs some help to continue that program.
They've got some great products. I saw you can do a personalized PPE kit to send to people, which I think is pretty cool, right?
Personalized PPP.
A personalized PPE kit. So it's got a mask, it's got gloves.
Oh, they put something on the mask?
I think it comes in the box. I don't think it put anything on the mask, but we got to open. We should
Promo
actually
Stuff For
call
You?
them. Yeah. I thought that was kind of
Andrea's
interesting.
watching. Andrea, if you want to call in, I don't know if we have a number or whatever.
888-994-4995. I would love to hear about it because I saw Jeff posted it. I thought that's pretty cool. I don't know whether it's on the box that's personalized or whether I can't imagine personalizing gloves, right, because they're disposable. But I think
I can personalize a glove.
But if you're thinking about what we said this morning, right, employers providing things for their employees or providing things for your sponsors or your clients to get back out there, because not everyone has a mask. I know you think they do.
Yeah, that was shocking. You know something? I must be brain dead.
Well,
I thought everybody in America had a mask.
Linda brings you masks home from work.
No.
She brought
Linda
you.
got 2 masks from work. And when they sent 1 mask to me because we sent bells and stuff.
Yeah,
to
but
CBD.
she brought you a mask home.
She brought me an N95 home.
So she brought you a mask home. If people who do not have that, I had to give masks to Chuck. They gave him 1 mask at 1 facility, but they're
That's
not
all we
providing.
have is
but
1
they're not
mask.
providing masks for other people, and he's in the medical field. So imagine people who aren't in the medical field.
The fire department brought those masks.
Where are they getting masks from?
The fire department got it from the federal government.
I got to tell you, Publix doesn't even have masks for their employees.
Now, that has been changing. I saw in the news that Public has decided now to let the employees wear masks. I was going to ask Publix, Brady to call in on this thing because I know that they have some incidents going on over there, but I saw in the news and now they are changing and they're putting the glass up
That's good.
to get them a little bit more protection.
Absolutely.
But Andrea, if you want to call in, you can tell us a little bit about the masks.
I would like
that are
to
going
know
on.
about that because I think that's kind of a cool promotional piece.
Yes, kind of could.
I like that promotional piece
Very cool.
a lot.
Listen,
They've got some really good ideas.
I got a phone number. 561-419-7101.
Yes.
You know what that number is?
That is your CBD store, Boynton Beach. Slick did a great job interviewing Asa this morning.
Was that Slick?
Yeah.
Where
He
the
brought
hell
it.
did that come from?
That energy, he brought it.
I listened to it and I watched it. I'm like, who is this?
You know, one of the great things that we get to do that I'm not sure if people who are watching us are aware of, and before I forget, I need to say hi to Bob Crastus, who came across our show on the morning show. And he thought, well, he didn't know it was us, and he's watching the show, and he's like, wow, this woman looks like Myra. I want to watch the show, only to find out it was me. So,
And Myra's your mother.
and Myra is my mother. So people who watch the show and think I look like my mom, there you go.
You do look like your mom.
So shout out to Bob. I'm glad you found our show at 9 a.m. He says he wakes up early just to watch our show. It's the only thing that has gotten him through some of these times is what we talk about and having some fun, and that we keep going.
I felt guilty because somebody the other day wrote into me and says, I always look for you for inspiration, and you're always on the ball, and nothing ever disturbs you, and then you got mad on Friday. But I'm back on the ball. That was a pebble in my shoe.
Well, you and I talked about that also, but part of our AMP media platform or AMP production platform is that not only do we do the Brooklyn Cafe as a show under our platform, our interns, our producers have their own shows, and it's a different demographic. So I love the fact that we're able to cross demographic with some of it. I'd like Teddy or B to actually interview Alexa because Alexa's 28 years old. She's part of the millennial demographic, but yet she works with women our age and older and their age. Slick got to interview Asa from your CBD store. Again, we had Jerry and on with us yesterday. Cross demographic. I mean, the millennials, they've been staying home. Our teachers are staying home. People have not left their homes. The fear to leave the home now and get back into life is overwhelming for people because you don't want to go to the grocery store, you get it delivered. Go on Amazon, everything gets delivered. There's no reason to leave your house. You know what happens? Now you're fearful to leave your house.
Well, I got an exercise. Dr. J gave me an exercise.
What'd she say?
You were wondering what I was doing. I'm talking to different people.
Oh, good.
What she wants you to do is she wants you to go, if you have a car, take your car outside to the driveway and wash your car, inside and out, and wax it. It's going to take you maybe 2 hours. And the object of the game, when you do that, feel the vibes of being outside again.
Yeah.
Get used to leaving your house. That's the first one. Next one you're going to do is you're going to take your car and you go to a park and you're going to sit in the parking lot. And this is so against everything I believe in.
I was going to say, did you really just say
That's
that?
right. You go to the parking lot, check it out, come back home. 2 days later, you go back to the same park, get out the car, stand by your car, and just look around. Get back in your car and go home. 2 days later, come out, take a walk around that park. Object of the game is to bring it back slowly. Ain't nobody asking you to rush back to anything.
Little by little.
Little by little, just little by. Then you're gonna have all these news people, all these politicians who are afraid to lose their jobs. You know, the only way how the politics in this country is gonna turn around.
Yep.
They're gonna tell you it's too soon, too soon, too soon. Why else are they gonna tell you? Go out and get sick? No, they're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you to be conscious, be careful. Too soon is you're gonna hear that word all the time. You know you better than anybody else. Make sure you have hand sanitizer in your car if you go out. Don't be ashamed to do that. Use that soap, wash, and everything else. But like Dawn says, if you're nervous to go out, take it a sip at a time, a grain at a time. You ain't got to swallow the whole bucket at once.
Little by little.
That's all it is.
I know when I first came back here a couple weeks ago, I forgot to turn the speaker on. Coming into a place, it took time to get readjusted and reacclimated. You came in a week later. Teddy came in a week later.
I was shocked when you came in
Why?
because I was afraid to leave my house. I'm one of those people. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not ashamed to say it. You know, I got a few physical problems, and I was afraid that this thing was in the air. I didn't think it would be moisture or not liquor stamp, none of that. I thought it was like the common cold, that it travels in the air, and it probably is still. You got to be careful of this thing.
But little by little, because that is what I'm seeing now. And we have talked about this and talked about this. People have gotten sick, they've gotten ill, people have passed away. The majority of people who have contracted COVID-19 have survived, and they are fine, and they are thriving, and they are doing well.
Oh.
However, with that being said, the emotional impact of this is far more tremendous than the physical impact of those people that got sick. Because emotionally, financially, psychologically, spiritually, it has affected millions upon millions worldwide.
And we still don't know the length of this thing, of
We don't
how
know.
it's going to affect kids and everything else.
But at some
not
point,
being in
you
school
got to
and-
get back up
Yes.
and get out of your house and try to have a life that you choose to have responsibly.
That's why we're going to pick a day. We're going to pick a day, and we're going to make it the Gubba Rum Day.
That should be
And we're
every
going to have
day.
everybody buy a bottle. In the entire United States, I want to sell one bottle to everybody.
GubbaRum.com.
And we're going to pick a time, like a 12, 17, something that's not normal. And we are going to raise our glasses, and we are going to cheer for ourselves for 60 seconds. You know how you're supposed to go at night at 8 o'clock and applaud? Have you been doing that?
No.
I go to my pool and I applaud. Because the bottom line here is you should be grateful and thankful for those first responders who, I don't know where the hell we would be without some of the sacrifice these people have done.
True that.
It is unbelievable. But I think that we will get a bottle of Gubba Rum in everybody's household. You're going to hold it up, however you want to drink it. We're going to pick a time in the day, and we're going to cheer. And we're going to say, good job.
I'm
Because
actually
you're doing a
looking
good
forward
job.
to putting it on some ice cream. Remember that root beer float you talked about?
Yeah.
Can we float it with some rum right
I've
on
never
top?
done that.
Let's try it.
I have never had a rum float.
You know, I'm going to go right next door to the little quick stop next door, get some ice cream and some Coke.
Why don't you just have them deliver it? I guess then you're right. You can go in there. It's open.
If they deliver, I'm more than happy to have them
No,
deliver it.
it's open.
Israel said he'll pick up anything I need, so I can ask Israel to get it for me.
Israel.
I
Gotta
know.
give him a shot of.
You know, when you're not around, people in the community, they do watch out for me, which is really
Well-
nice. So Israel from Israel's Auto Body was so kind to watch over, I call him the mayor. He watches over all of these warehouses when nobody else is here. And really, there's been not a whole lot of people around. He's like, anything you need, I'll even go get you McDonald's.
And he's been working 7 days a week, and he finally got his rent paid, and
Good.
he's going to pay the other half next week. And he's really, he's
Such
really
a nice guy.
But he's fighting, and he says to me, he says, I listen to what you say, and I'm fighting, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to keep fighting, and I want to get back, and I'm going to fight. And he's very successful.
And I
in
have
what he
to
does.
tell you, in all credit to the Hispanic culture that we talk about, I have never seen as hardworking of a culture as the Hispanic culture.
We only know one way, baby.
It's truly remarkable. It really is.
Let me
Because
tell
you
you.
never give up.
You can't give up. What are we going to give up to? I mean, think about that. We're going to sit home and just disintegrate to nothing? Really?
Sometimes
do it.
people are paralyzed by
No,
fear,
no, no,
though.
no, no,
Not
no.
that they want to be.
We know so many people. We've been doing it for 2 weeks, talking to people and bringing them out here and doing what they got to do. That's the bottom line. Listen to what you got to do and get it done. And maybe you don't have an answer today. Maybe it'll come to you tomorrow. Maybe you'll hear something somebody else says. Like we talked about passion. You got into business. It was your passion that brought you. I still am a firm believer of that.
100%.
So fight, and keep on fighting. And for the brothers and sisters next to you that don't have the fight in them, just lend a little fight and take them with you. That's all you got to do. Carry them across that threshold because we're going to get there.
And we're going to get there, and we've got opportunities and foundations that are feeding the hungry, that are feeding our youth. We've got them joining us today later in the show. Also, I've got Feed South Florida. They're going to be joining us this week. They were more than happy to reach out. The vacuum cleaner store, she's making masks out of HEPA filters. I'm going to reach
I
back
want
out
to talk
to
to
her,
her, yeah.
which I think is an incredible idea. And there's a lot of really, really great people in our community. I know there's great people in your community. Just reach out to them. And as always, let us know if we can help you. Our platform is global. So it doesn't matter what community, what country, where you are, we can get our platform to you and bring you in virtually through everything, just through the computer, which opens up a whole nother dynamic.
Whole nother dynamics, baby. And we got another one we're working on right now. We're going to come out of our bag with another deal. We have another platform we're working on right now. Teddy, did you load that one up? Did it work? Yeah. It is working, okay. We're testing it to make sure there are no hiccups. But we will be able to give you pay-per-view, which we're going to make free. We're going to be like a giant Netflix.
A giant Netflix?
Because we could put movies, you could put movies, we could put anything we want on that platform. Really? Mm-hmm. Anything we want.
And I think we've got Darlene Swaffer with us.
Oh.
And you were introduced to, is she there? She's away from the camera. All right, when Darlene comes back, you'll
Darlene,
let
come
us
back,
know.
Darlene. Shh, she's at the door.
You know what? Why don't we go to commercial break? When we come back, let's talk to Darlene. She is running for Congress District 22. So let's see. We met her through Another show
DePino.
that you host
Yeah,
with
it's
David DePino.
Yeah, it's called The Editor's Desk
With David DePino.
with David DePino, and also You and Your Doctor with Lou from
Is that on
Ocon.
tonight?
That is on tonight, yeah.
That's on tonight. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Darlene, see what's happening. We don't do politics, but seems to be the perfect time to get into it.
Why not?
888-994-4995. Let us know how you are surviving and some of your tips to keep going. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams, and oil drops to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. What's today? What kind of Tuesday?
It's Terrific Tuesday.
A terrific Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe. You know, I haven't done a morning post in so long because things are changing. But even for us, we're getting back. I've got our weekly post coming back up, and we're still rolling. We're still going. Slick Speak did a great show today with Asa from Your CBD Store. This segment of the show brought to you by Your CBD Store, with 4 locations in South Florida to help you out: Singer Island, Boynton Beach, Boca Raton, and Pembroke Pines. And you do not have to go to the store for help. They will give you, all you have to do is call them. They will deliver. They will do curbside pickup. Anything you need from yourself to your pets. And I can tell you firsthand, the pets need it. Their anxiety, oh my gosh, it's just as much as they're picking up on our feelings, as much as we pick up on their feelings. And our dogs, our cats, they all know. The birds are very happy outside. I go for a walk now, I see the birds chirping and talking to each other, but our dogs and cats, they're picking up on our anxieties. There is no doubt.
Anxiety abundance.
So contact your CBD store for locations to serve them. Freddie, what is the number?
561-419-7101. Give them a call and tell them you heard about having CBD in the park, and tell them you want to be part of that.
And you know what they're offering? Buy one, get one 35% off, which is a tremendous deal, or buy 2 bags of the edibles and get another bag for free. And this is all CBD. It is nothing with THC. Everything is legal. They've got bath bombs. They've got skincare. The bath bombs are incredible. Lotions, flour, edibles, you name it.
561-419-7101. Give them a call. Tell them about the cafe sent you. And let's have some fun with it.
Let's have some fun. You let us know when Darlene is back over on the board. She's up. All right, let's have a little chit chat with Darlene. Hey, Darlene, how are you doing?
Hi, Dawn and Freddie. How are you?
We're
Good, how are
How are you
you?
doing?
Very good, thank you.
This is the third time I get to see this young lady.
Really?
Yes, because I saw you and your
Yesterday.
doctor. Then I saw you on the edit desk with David DePino yesterday. And I
Yes.
heard everything you were talking about yesterday. And I said, I got to have this lady on here.
Oh,
So you're
thank
running
you.
for Congress District 22, which is where?
That is Boca Raton, east of the Turnpike, the northern part of Broward, which includes Deerfield Beach, Parkland, Coconut Creek, a little bit of Margate, Pompano Beach, and all the beaches from Boca down to Fort Lauderdale. But before I start, I really want to take an opportunity to thank all of our veterans for their service and sacrifice to this country. And I appreciate all that you do, and I try to recognize this part of our population as much as possible.
Darlene, well, I must be District 22 then.
You are.
Okay,
too.
great.
I am. So am I.
Turnpike east to the beach in Boca? What's the northern,
Yeah.
how far north?
Up to the Boca border.
Oh, up to Delray. You're in it.
No, I don't know. You know, I live on the border. There's
You-
a sign.
You live in
outside
Delray?
my-
You're south of the bridge, aren't you?
Yes.
So then you're still Boca.
Really? You sure?
Yes, because I learned that the bridges, bodies of water, are what divides.
Okay, then
correct?
yes, I am. I'm in the fix.
All right, great. Well,
All
I
right,
mean,
so-
I wanted to share, earlier you said that you don't really get into politics that much, but I want to share something in consideration of that. I didn't care about politics either.
It's not that we don't care. It's just very controversial. We do care.
We don't want to. We don't want to fight.
I know, I'm like, hey, I'm all about love too. But I mean, I'm a business owner. I was more focused on, running a business and raising my son and being there for my mom and just, I'm an average American person. But so in other words, in my background, there's no political history. I never had any political aspirations before I decided to run. So I kind of want to throw that out there in consideration for what you said earlier.
What made you decide to run?
I was growing increasingly concerned with what I was watching unfold over the last 3 years in our government. And I don't want to see this country go in the direction of socialism. And I'm very concerned about the future of not only my son, but also of all of our children. I also did a lot of research, and this is just back, in my ancestry lineage, going back and really researching the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and our Constitution. And I feel like as a country, we've gotten away from appreciating our liberty and also taking an active role in our government. I don't know if that's kind of like a programming propaganda for us to not care, but I think that we should take a more active role in who we elect in Congress and how our Congress should be run, and that being, with moral turpitude and a value system in place. I feel like we've gotten away from it. The fact that politics is the way that it is, where the opposing party will do whatever they take in order to stay in power, and if that means destroying lives of innocent people along the way or weaponizing our own government systems like the Department of Justice, FBI, the CIA in order to do it, we've really reached a breaking point. And I think that everyday average Americans like myself need to step up and get involved and turn the direction of where this country is going around and in the right direction. So that's the reason why I'm getting involved.
You know, it's really interesting because I was a political science major at NYU, and there are three branches of the federal government, and then you have the branches in the state and local government. And do you know the most important person in that whole system is our representatives that are closest at hand? She will
right.
hear our pain and take it to those powers that be so that they can hear it, who then take it to the powers that be so they can vote on it. They think, for some odd reason, that the president is the person that says, if you put Clorox in your veins, it'll take away the virus.
Now you know we don't discuss politics.
Yeah, but he
because
never
I'm
said.
like,
But hold on. I would be more worried about it if my congresswoman were to say that, because she's right next door. If I got a problem, I used to work for Charlie Rangel. And if you know Charlie Rangel, he was in the Ways and Means Committee for over 40 years. And I used to be his diplomat concierge, or whatever you want to call me, up in the Heights. People used to come and talk to me and tell me what their problem was, the business leaders and everything else, so that I could talk to Charlie and say, listen, we got this problem, because he didn't speak Spanish, and he was in the community of Spanish. This is the most important aspect of the tree. And this is the one that we least understand, which is so strange about our country.
Right. Well, I mean, our rights are inalienable, okay? Our rights are God-given. The Constitution is in place to protect our rights, but our rights come first. And the government is in place to enforce those rights. And all of our elected officials, the majority of them, I'm not going to say one side or over the other, because there's bad apples across all party lines. But we have officials in Congress that have forgotten who they serve and why they're there. And we do not need career politicians. We do not need another attorney. But we have way too many attorneys in Congress. They over-litigate, they over-analyze, and they do so much stalemating because it's all about their agenda, okay? I think that we need more business professionals that are strategic thinking, that are solution focused, and have win-win strategies in the way that they think and can work across party lines. And that's the reason why the whole makeup of Congress also has to change. I'm part of a movement, a nationwide movement of everyday Americans running to take back our country and have it run the way that it was meant to be according to the Constitution. I'm not the only one. I have individuals that I'm in communication with nationwide.
It's refreshing to hear that.
Well, we actually, and the crew actually interviewed Elijah Manley. He was 21 years old, I believe, and he's running as well down in Plantation. Same type of thing, or 22.
Now, he's probably running for state representative.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I got to throw a curveball at you. The lady that won in New York City, Ortiz, I think is her name.
The 26-year-old?
Yes, and she's...
You're talking about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez?
That lady.
Cortez, Ortiz, it's all the same difference.
All right, let's talk about this for a second. And again, I'm not favoring this favoring, but talk about going against the norm. Okay, I think she has a socialist background. If I'm mistaken, you can straighten me out on that. And she doesn't believe in the system the way it is as well. But she's having a hard time, from what I understand, in Congress. Is that true?
Yeah, I think there's a concentrated effort to make sure that she's voted out in November 2020. And that day can't come soon enough, because we don't really need individuals trying to change our constitution, change our way of life, and bring in a government system that historically has never worked with other countries worldwide. We don't need socialism in this country. We don't.
And there it is. And the problem is, and you know, this is a brave lady, because most politicians, they sort of do the two-step.
But how can you say our government hasn't worked with other countries historically, ever?
You got to look at the definition of working with.
Okay.
There is wars that we've gone to. I remember Vietnam, it was Pepsi-Cola that wanted to put Pepsi-Cola or Coca-Cola in Vietnam, and they said no, and that started the whole stupid shebang. Is that working with, or is that...
No, what I said was socialism has not worked. with any other country worldwide. Socialism, the system, the government system, has not worked. It's always been a failed system.
But has capitalism always worked?
Well, it has always worked here in this country. The evidence is all around you. It's worked with me. I grew up in the barrio. I grew up in a very poor family in a drug-infested, crime-ridden community. And it wasn't the Democratic policies that pulled me out of there. It was the Republican policies that pulled me out of there and the thought process of capitalism. I'm a business owner.
Okay, so the work ethic, it doesn't even matter what party lines you are. Work ethic is the way you get out of anything. My father used to say, you want to get out of the soup, you got to swim out, right? So you got to work. So it isn't about even party lines. Republicans, for some reason, in my world, seem to work harder. Maybe because they want to make more money.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Now you know why we don't do politics.
No, but it doesn't mean that
How
if
can
you're
you
a Democrat,
say that?
you
And
don't
I'm a
work hard.
Republican, so how can you say that? You know how many people you're going to offend?
I'm not
Because
offending anybody.
being in one
Democrats
party
work
doesn't
as
mean-
hard too.
Yes.
In my world, I used to be a young Republican in NYU. I used to register people to vote in the Republican Party. I didn't know why. I just did it. Somebody offered me $100 a week, and I took it because I was a starving kid in school. And I got it. And I learned about the politics. I learned about it. Hard work doesn't have red or blue.
Correct.
Hard work is everybody. Everybody. Okay? If you make money and you have a business, she's a business owner.
What type of business do you own, Darlene?
I have a Medicare insurance agency on Hillsborough, right across the street from Century Village. And it's a unique concept. So instead of an agent going into the senior's home to do, Medicare presentation or application, we offer that as well as a retail brick and mortar store that any senior can walk into. We're appointed with all the carriers, and I have a team of agents. We speak all the languages, and a senior can come in and get all their questions answered in the convenience of one appointment. And they can get all the brochures and all the materials in the convenience of one appointment instead of calling all the individual carriers and getting things mailed to them or having multiple appointments with different agents.
Which confuses them.
Yes, it's like a one-stop shop.
Now, I wanted to ask Darlene. Darlene, do you think being a business owner and working for a business, the mindset is different between the two individuals?
Well, I was a W-2 employee for over 30 years before I had my own business. And, W-2, there's a comfort level there that, you have your salary, regardless of whether you're working or not, paid time off, you've got, health insurance benefits, 401k. As a business owner, you are basically debt motivated. So until you're working, you're not making money. So, there's a lot more pressure, a lot more stress in a way, until you kind of have a well-oiled machine that is working and producing money from the moment you wake up. And that's kind of like where I'm at right now. I've been at this for 10 years. It was a huge sacrifice. I'm a self-funded business. I'm a certified women-owned and Hispanic-owned business. My business is debt-free. My business owes no money, no lines of credit, no loans. Me personally, I have no credit card debt, and I'm a fiscally responsible person. I have accounting in my background. I took accounting for 3 years in high school and 2 years in college. It's another thing that's missing in Congress. We cannot spend more than we take in. And I think everybody who's running for Congress needs to have an accounting or finance background or some understanding educationally about those principles.
I like the aspect about having more businessmen and women in Congress.
I like the fact that Americans are trying to stand up for their rights, because when we don't stand up for our rights, we lose the concept of what it is to be a United States of America citizen, right? We pride ourselves on the rights of the Constitution. So I think it's fantastic that this is a movement that Americans are stepping up to say, you know what, these are our rights. However, I do think we need attorneys, and I do think we need those that are versed in the law legally as well.
No, we got too many.
We got too many. 95% of Congress is attorneys.
But we do need some.
All kidding
And
aside,
what's too many?
All kidding aside, I respect you to the highest degree. But I can use a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
And having a business person, and you know, business women, we've had business women coming here for the last 5 years. We started the movement 5 years ago, where California was asking us, do you know any business leaders? Alexa Carlin, all of these people came about, right? But I am so happy to see this movement. And you got my vote. I'm going to tell you, I'd rather have a business person, not a woman or a man, person go in there with that mentality, because business is not legal.
Because you have the pulse of the people.
What?
The pulse of the people.
Because you're a business owner. Did you hear what she said?
But it's not.
You got to make money to survive. So you have a business mentality. Not to say that a worker doesn't. Workers have to do the work. But I love the charge, and let's go find a way to make it happen. It's what we talk about every day. No?
But it's not only that, Freddie. I'm the only candidate running that has health insurance experience or expertise. There's no other candidate running right now in the state of Florida that has health background or economic development background. Like years ago, for 4 years, I was the executive director for the Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce, and we focused a lot on economic development in the Miami County area. So we're going back like 20 years, and nothing's changed in Broward and Palm Beach County. We have a very cyclical economy. Miami doesn't. They're very diversified. They're the gateway of international trade between the Caribbean and Latin America. You know, they have a huge banking system. They have the entertainment industry, the modeling industry, the music industry. You know, they have a cruise port. They have so much going on, and they never have a slow downturn. Broward and Palm Beach, on the other hand, from May through September, when all the snowbirds go back up north, it's completely dead. And what suffers down here are local businesses, the hair salons, the nail salons, the restaurants, the movie theaters, the local attractions. And so many businesses that start don't survive. They don't succeed. And why is that? Because we have career politicians in Congress that's never focused on attracting major companies to come and headquarter here. We have an amazing state. We've got no state tax. We've got plenty of commercial space available for rent or purchase. We have a highly diversified workforce that's multilingual and highly educated. Okay, so we have everything of what it would take to attract companies to do business here, bringing high-paying jobs and year-round residents, which would combat that downturn cycle that we
we're not doing that right now with what's the name of the big company in Boca that threatened to leave? I don't know if they left. They own that huge building down there.
Right.
Office Depot? Did they leave?
Right. So, and it's, you know, that's just one company. I mean, we have economic development councils in Broward and Palm. They're not well funded. If we don't have the staff that's going out there and literally being an advocate for our counties, it's not going to happen. I mean, and there's a really great source from the South Florida Business Journal. Gary Press is the publisher, and he could tell you, you know, the book of lists, you know, the top 100 companies, public, private, top accounting firms, top recruiting firms, top banks. That list has gotten less and less and less over the years. Why? Why is that? That list should be growing. We should be having more companies who want to do business here.
So how would you attract more companies?
I'd literally go visit them. I would go visit the CEO and say, come on, we have South Florida. Don't you want year-round tropical weather? I love my state. I can sell my state. Just get me in front of the right people, and Congress will do that.
All right. How many other people are running for District 22?
There are 4. There are 4 in the primary, and the election is August the 18th, but none have my background. So you could do a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and you'll find that I'm the strongest. You can Google my name, and you will find that I'm the strongest. The newmovement.org has me listed as the strongest candidate for all their candidates for the state of Florida. Wow. And I was recently featured in an article in MAGA magazine by Davida Gruber, and she said, look, there's no other candidate that has this background, and she did her investigation. Fantastic.
Do you have a headquarters?
I have a headquarters. We have 4 offices. 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 We have 4 offi Yes, my office, 2745 West Hillsborough Boulevard, Suite 1, Deerfield Beach, Florida, 33442.
It's right by the radio
Awesome.
station.
Darling, thank you so
And I'll
much
give you
for
my
joining us.
website.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give you my website as well. It's swafferforcongress.com. That's SWAFF as in Frank ARFOR Congress.com.
And darling,
I would love donations.
tú eres Latina. You speak Spanish?
I'm half Puerto Rican. My mom was born in Aguadilla.
Aguadilla. That's right by my father's house. I want to talk to you about doing something among the Hispanic community. There's a whole show that we can do about the concerns that we have because we do fuego and everything else. And we talked about this because they're between a rock and a rock for
Hispanic
certain
voters,
people.
yeah.
And I just want to talk to you about how to gather and get more Hispanics to vote and to do more voting and to do more voting because Hispanics are now the #1 minority group in this country.
Yes.
And if you can't
Yes.
get your act together, then don't complain with what you get.
It will be the game changer. Female Hispanic voters,
It's the
Yes.
#1.
game changer.
And
Darlene, thank you so
I was
much.
recently, I was recently endorsed by the Republican National Hispanic Assembly for the state of Florida. So I have their endorsement.
All right.
Well,
more
we're
to
going to
come.
have you back. We're going to talk a little bit off there. We'll talk about some things, some ideas that come to me. I love it. I love
Swaffer for
bring
Congress.
a businesswoman to Congress. I think we need more of that. Get all that red
Yes.
tape out of the way. Oh, I'm Democrat. I can't talk to the Republican. Get rid of that stupidity already.
Let's take a quick commercial
Look at,
break.
she doesn't agree with me.
888-994-4995. We will discuss off air. Stay tuned. We'll
Thank
be
you,
right back.
Darlene.
Thank you, Darlene.
Thank you.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Listen, the bottom line is this. In this great country that we live in, you can be Democrat, Republican, Independent, or you can even write in your own name, which I've done a few times, and you can have a conversation with everybody.
Mickey Mouse gets 14,000 votes.
You saw that?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey
I think
Mouse,
that's a great
14,000
idea.
votes. Man, you're gonna be Mickey Mouse Jr.
Yeah, so Disney World's not opening maybe till 2021.
I bet you gets more votes. The bottom
It
line
probably
is that
would.
you have to be able to have a conversation with people. 14,000 votes is more votes than these smaller congressional votes. I mean, maybe you get 6,000 and you win.
The thing is, you can never make everybody happy.
No.
You can't, which is why we've got representation that represent, hopefully, the majority.
We get
but
representation to represent what?
The majority.
There's a lot of representing.
They're supposed to be representing.
See, the bottom line is, do you ever vote in the smaller elections? I guarantee you vote just for the president.
Yeah.
You don't do the smaller elections. You're no different than everybody else.
But I'm not saying I am at all.
They don't get, but the closer you are to the people who can help you the most are the ones that you should.
That's why the information has to get out there, which is why I'm glad we have Darlene on, and we don't ever discuss politics.
Ever. You know why? Because I got a black guy swinging a miss.
Because, and you and I don't want to say sides, you and I are the same registered parties. However, I don't vote party lines. I vote conceptually. I vote ideals. I vote on what I like.
I don't vote party lines.
You just said you did when you went to get your
I
coffee.
just
You
like
made
to-
that up?
I just like to get you under
There are
your gun.
people that do, and I respect everyone's opinion on what they do. But you know what I realized, and I was thinking about this morning, that and my sister teases me, so actually happy birthday to my sister.
Yeah, we have to sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday, April. I don't know if you're watching, I don't know, but I have to say
40
happy
years
birthday.
young.
Yeah, yeah.
She looks 40.
She does. So happy birthday. We'll be out at dinner and we'll have people over. And the one thing about family dinners, there's always a fight over politics. So now we preface, do not have the conversation about politics.
But
and I
why?
always sit there and I say nothing. And she'll say to me, you know my sister's mouth, do you even have a thought about this? Because how do you sit there and nod your head with a smile and say nothing? And what I realized this morning through all of this is clearly I have an opinion on a lot of things. I just don't interject
So how
my
do you
opinion in
answer
public.
her when she talks?
I usually don't. I usually stop the conversation because it's only, and it's not just her. It'll be my parents. It'll be Chuck. It'll be my son. My daughter and I are like, even my
all
mom
of you
are like,
guys
we got to
fight
stop
against
my
one
dad.
another?
Everyone fights because our family is half and half.
Who cares? The bottom line is, if you don't share opinions on something, I always said there's three sides to the truth. There's their side, your side, and then there's the truth.
But people can't share opinions.
Why?
Without agreeing to disagree. There's never an agreement to disagree. It's always a disagreement. And in a family, you shouldn't have politics divide. If anything we should learn from all of this, there should not be divisiveness. We should be coming together as families and people.
Divisiveness is what made this country. When we fought against the redcoats.
But we shouldn't fight against each other.
Well, we had the Civil War in there too.
I didn't say we should, though, but we should not fight against each other. We should come
shouldn't, but
together
this
as
is
a
what
country.
America's about. It's fighting spirit. We don't like abuse. You ever notice why we always go to these countries where they're abusing other people? Why is that? Oh, because of oil, because of this, because of that. It's never because we don't like that.
Civil
don't be
liberties.
a bully. Uh-huh. What's that whole sign with the snake? Deaf or be gone or whatever.
What was that, Magilla Gorilla? Do you remember that commercial?
That one.
Don't tread on me is the flag you're talking about.
Well, you know where that came from? When you find out, you'll understand.
Don't tread on me? Magilla Gorilla. Huh?
You see, that's why people fight with you in the air at your house, because you don't come up with any opinion, but you have an opinion about what somebody else thinks. That's why your sister gets mad at
I
you.
do have opinions. I just try
That's
not to
why
fight.
she gets mad at you.
Clearly, I have opinions.
I have told you in the past, when somebody makes a statement, ask the question about that statement. If they can answer it, then they firmly believe it. You're not going to change their opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
So what? So you're entitled to have an opinion.
So everyone
it's
has
like
their
that
opinion.
other part of your body, everybody has one,
Yes.
right?
That and a belly button.
It doesn't make you any more right or any more wrong. I can tell you at the end of the day, you want to be able to eat, poop, and sleep. Everything else is individualized. But those three elements are always the same.
In that order. I'm kidding you.
See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
Why?
This is why your mother says, yeah, she got a mouth on her. It isn't that you don't say anything. It's when you do say something, you're a wise guy.
And you know what I realized? You know who I get that from? I was thinking about that this morning too. My
From
father.
Your father. Yes, I noticed that. Your father, I noticed, remember when he came, he went to a couple of the places that we used to visit, and the last one was the iRobot bar. He was there, and everything was another comment.
You could
He
just
always
say
talks
nothing.
under his breath.
You could say not a lot. You can sit for 59 minutes, and of that hour, just one point will be the zinger.
No, but he has a zinger. No,
It's
he
always
talks
a
under his
zinger.
breath. Yeah, that's what he says.
There's always that
And he
zinger
has
that
a
you
zinger.
remember.
And I go, damn, I'm gonna sit next to him so I can get and write down some of these zingers. He was a one-liner.
He's a one-liner.
Puts on the mask of Mickey Mouse in the Mickey Mouse room. I mean, and he's old school.
My dad's 80.
Now, does he argue when you guys get going too?
Actually, the last family argument, he didn't say anything except we need to stop, which was big, that he did not participate in the argument, which was tremendous. And as the patriarch of the family, he said, you know what, everyone, I think we need to end this conversation. It's not going to serve any of us. We're all family, and we can agree to disagree, but we should move on. And that was spectacular that he did that.
You brought up an interesting word.
Patriarch?
Yes. Do you know, I was called the patriarch of the family.
You are?
And I said, what the hell is that? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's like you're the head of the family. It's the male term for the head of the family.
The father figure.
It's just the old guy in the room.
The oldest guy in the room.
The oldest guy in the room. So I said, I looked it up. I went on Google. I said, why are you calling me an old man? That's all it is.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
By definition, but
Oh, it's a nice way to
But
say
by
the old
concept,
fart in the room.
But by concept, you are the overseer of the family. You are
Overseeing
the
my foot,
patriarch.
nobody listens to me.
That's probably true.
Uh-huh. The overseer. What
But
do
you
you
have
think
the
I'm...
most insight.
Why is it that you always have to make it sound romantic? They say, yay. You know what happens? I'm waiting for them to tell me, Dad, you got that old man smell. When that happens, we're gonna have a problem. I'll tell you
My
right now.
sister
My
says
hair.
that all the time.
Your sister, right?
Not about you in general.
Your sister say that to me. I'm gonna give her her own
My sister
rum
be
bar
like,
in
you
her
know that
ear.
old person smell, she says, which is terrible. My sister, no holes barred on her.
Your sister says that? I used to like your sister. The patriarch. I says, you call me patriarch one more time, I'm going to show you patriarch.
You're the patriarch
I'm
of
not
your
no
family.
patriarch. No,
well,
I'm not.
Who is?
I don't care.
Who's the dominant male figure?
Dominant male figure? In my house? The cat. Not me.
Casper?
Yeah.
And your family as a whole.
It
I would
ain't
bet
me.
Teddy, it's your dad.
Yeah.
For sure.
Are you the patriotic guy? What is the
You
female
know, I would be the
patriarch?
matriarch.
Are you the what?
The matriarch.
That's a female.
I don't think so. I still think of my grandmothers as the matriarch.
Your
Even though
grandmother's
they're not here
alive?
anymore. But in
no,
my
it's got to
mind,
be a live person.
but in
Who's
my
the
mind, they
oldest
are.
person in your family?
my mom. A female, you mean?
So she's
That
the...
would be my mom.
And your dad is the... I
Right?
don't know. I'm very... I'm not going to say nothing
It's
more.
a good thing.
The what?
In Judaism, you get to answer all the questions on Passover.
Except there you go. Except the 4 questions.
Really?
Yeah.
You get to answer?
The youngest person has to ask 4 questions to the oldest, male.
Really?
Do you know what someone posted between Passover and when the quarantine is lifted? And I don't know if this is true, so we should go fact check it. 40 days.
What do you mean 40 days?
It's been 40 days since we went into quarantine from when we are coming out of quarantine.
So what? Does
40
40 mean
days
something?
and 40 nights.
What does that mean?
It's a thing for Passover. They wandered the desert for 40 years. 40 years, right?
40 years, yeah.
Yeah.
That I heard.
40
Yeah, so
days and 40
days and
nights.
40 nights.
Oh, jeez.
I'm telling you, all these things come out on
But
social
then
media.
today would be 41.
That's why I'm not sure officially what day we came out or coming out of what it is.
Okay, go back to staying quiet.
See, you don't like it so much with the opinions. See, when they all said I had nothing to say, I got a lot to say.
It isn't you have nothing to say. You got lots to say, but you always get, you do the zinger. You're the zinger person. That's going to be my new name for you, Zingerette.
You know why it probably is? Because I grew up in such a...
Because you're the matriarch.
No, not at all. Because my sister was so verbose in her articulation of words that when
She's-
you finally got a thing in, you had to be like, boom.
Yeah, but
done.
your sister has a way with words.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and some of the deliveries your sister have are
My son,
sometimes
too.
amazing. I mean, he's very similar to her.
Yeah.
They like two peas in a pod.
My son is the same way.
But your sister's even bigger than life. And then she'll tell you, stop putting smoke up my dress. I mean, she'll come down to earth real quick, real
Yeah.
fast. She'll put you
She's
in your
got the
place.
biggest heart ever. But that's why she's a good
I don't
litigator.
know about the biggest heart ever, but I'm going to tell you, she'll chew your heart.
She's a
if you
good
mess
litigator,
with
though.
her.
She's good at what she does. You have a definition for us? She's looking it up.
What are we looking?
Litigator?
I don't know what you're looking at.
I was looking at the quarantine.
Oh, that's what I thought.
But I couldn't find it.
All right,
I
we're
think
gonna
it started in March.
when we come, we're gonna check
April.
that out.
Jennifer, March.
The exact date.
March 1st.
March 1st?
And that's not true.
I don't think that was the.
We were here for my birthday and your
I
birthday.
am the patriotic person.
You're
and I'm
patriotic
telling
or a
you-
patriarch?
You see, this is what I mean.
This show
You
brought
see
to you
what
by
I
the letter
mean?
P.
This is what I mean. Ain't nobody respect what I say. It is that day, damn it. You see what I mean?
Can you imagine if you and I
Why
were
don't
married?
you just tell me what you want me to say?
He's
Say
a
no, funny.
patriarch.
Say March 15th. Do what you like me to
It
say?
was
March
after your birthday, and your birthday was the
No, it's
19th.
not.
We were here for my birthday, and it was on the
We were
24th.
quarantined before my birthday.
It depends on if you mean like quarantine of like had to like were urged to stay home or like forced to stay home.
Yeah, when did all
If
that
you
happen?
if you wanna really get into it, January 9th, I think, or 11th, they just came up with the first death. They changed it from the 1st to the 9th.
And that would be only because they decided to manipulate that one too, I'm sure. Think how many people died of pneumonia before January, but they
Don't
didn't know
do
it was
this.
COVID.
Mike Bazzuli said this about car accidents. I don't
No,
care.
I'm not saying car accidents. People that died of pneumonia,
Yeah.
that were listed a death of pneumonia or cardiac arrest, another symptom side effect of, or died from a stroke, another side effect of COVID. Because it was not identified as COVID-19, you don't know
I'm gonna
that
give
some of
you a
those deaths
better
that
one.
happened before.
I'm gonna give you a better one. Have you heard about people dying of heart attacks and then they said that was COVID?
Yes.
People got hit by a truck. They said that was
No, not
COVID.
truck. Not
Yes.
the- not the truck.
Everything you die of now, you die. It's all COVID.
Not the truck.
COVID. It's like you die. Everything's COVID.
You know why?
Why?
Because I shouldn't say this.
And here it comes. Wait a minute. Go ahead.
I've unofficially heard from a few sources that
Breaking news.
there is more money being allocated to COVID deaths
I knew that was coming.
than
I knew that was
non-defined
coming.
COVID deaths.
That's just
I don't
sick.
have the fact on it, but I've been told by numerous healthcare providers that hospitals are being funded if they are coded as COVID. Just saying.
I've heard other things. I got a report from a friend here that they're stacking up bodies in Brooklyn in a parking lot by the stacks and putting in numbers so that they can get the covert number of name and everything else, and then they're taking them out to City Island.
Is that? I was going to ask you about that Hart Island. Is
Yeah,
that
I hung out there when I was in NYU.
I had never even heard. I don't even know, but I was watching
Movies
it Sunday
have been
morning.
made of Hart Island.
Is that really a standalone island? Is the bury
There
the
used to be a
unnamed?
psychiatric ward on there.
You can't bury people underground in New York
No.
because it pollutes the water systems. The last
So
person
they
As
take it
opposed to
down.
polluting the
But
airways.
then answer me this, Batman. Why don't they just burn the bodies? The city doesn't do that. They take them out there. And what they had to do is they had to dig these massive graves. And there was somebody who flew
You can't bury people in New York?
No,
it pollutes the water system.
Well, where do you?
outside. White Plains, Yonkers.
I mean, in the city, in Manhattan.
Yeah,
Okay.
not in Manhattan Island.
Interesting.
And there is a cemetery in Manhattan Island, one of the oldest cemeteries in the country.
The last person who got buried there was believed to be an Irish prophet. I just went on a tour of it.
Wow. That's good. She's like fact checking Teddy over there.
I'm gonna tell you, this is the stuff you have to listen to Teddy Unscripted. She'll tell
Stuff
you
that dreams are made of. Tomorrow, Teddy Unscripted at 10:30.
Yes, and we're gonna be a new show. It's gonna be Dawn the Matriarch, pushing mom out of the way.
No, mom can
We
have
should
that all
have
she
your
wants.
family at a table,
Oh,
4 feet
I don't know
apart.
if you want that.
Why? You'll be the only one not to talk, but you will have to lead the parade.
And I would not talk. That's the thing. Now I talk, and they say, "You talk? You have something to say?" I'm like, "Finally, have something to say." I know.
You have to come in with a zinger. You have to say something that keeps everybody hush.
Do not eat fried chicken. That is my zinger of the day.
Oh, you're done?
Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, we've got a singer joining us, and we also have Donuts.
Donuts.
Donuts, like the dodo bird. Did you know that? That is their mascot, is the dodo
We need
bird.
some help, so get some paper and pencil. We're going to need your help for that last
Gotta
time.
feed the kids. That is the most important thing. I see they're cutting back on some of the days that meals are being delivered or being able to be picked up. So you know what? The most important thing, as you said, we got to get food to our families. So stay tuned. We're going to give you another resource on how to do that. 888-994-4995. And we'll be right back.
The benefits of CBD are well known, but not all CBD is equal. At your CBD store, our award-winning products are made from organic industrial hemp. Your CBD store products are third-party tested for purity, and we offer a wide variety of products to meet your needs and preferences. From water solubles, topical creams and oil drops, to pet products. Visit your CBD store and let our knowledgeable staff guide you. Your CBD store.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
My bell got stuck.
Ring your bell. Now we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. Wow. How do you
Listen,
like that
before we go into
conversation?
this next segment, I want to thank our friends at Dignity Memorial. This
Yes.
part of the show, this section of the show is brought to you by Dignity Memorial. I was thinking back yesterday when I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, because I couldn't go to sleep, about my celebration of life. You know, it's really strange, but that day that we held this thing in here and all these people came out and everybody stopped by to say hi, hi, hi. Some were concerned. They thought I had died, and some to today still think that I died, even though they're talking to me. Really strange world we live in. But I want to thank Dignity Memorial because they have given me confidence that no matter what happens to Freddie, things are going to be okay.
You can contact Wayne, 654-9000. That's 561-654-9000. It's not about saying anything is imminent. You know, the mortality rate in Florida is
100%.
100%, just like it is everywhere else. When it is your time, it is your time. It does not mean it's now, but you can lock into the prices now. They've got discounts going on now through the end of the month with special pricing. Contact Wayne, just put a plan in place. A tiny, tiny payment now holds it for you. And then they are doing deferred payments for 90 days. They are matching it. They're doing 15%. Just put something down, just your wishes. So you know what, when that happens, your loved ones don't have to make those decisions for you, and it should not have to come down to price. If you lock in now, God willing, everyone lives another 40, 50 years, your prices are guaranteed, and your family does not have to come up with the money or think, what would mom and dad want at that time? It's all there for you, documented. Dignity Memorial has over 23 locations in South Florida, 2,600 locations worldwide. United States.
They are everywhere, and they've done kings and queens and presidents and everything else. You can't go wrong. Give Wayne a call. Have a conversation. You don't have to make a decision now, even though they have these great deals. But it's peace of mind. And I got to tell you, it's changed my life. And I wouldn't say this if it wasn't true. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. So
561-654-9000, Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida. Just have the conversation. The thing that amazes me is I never knew where Dignity was, but Dignity has taken over many of the local funeral homes and the cemeteries that are in our community that you don't realize are Dignity Memorial family. So Crair, Babillon, Star of David, all the ones that you know, Menorah Gardens, that you know of, you did not realize were Dignity Memorial facilities, they are. And they have kept the names and the family names there, but they're all under this umbrella, and they can help you put your plans in place also.
a lot of people have died on the virus, and a lot of people, they don't know what to do, and it's just become a mess. But again, forget about all that. Give Wayne a call. Let them talk to you. You don't have to do anything, but it's good to get peace of mind. And the reason I even brought this whole thing up, I watched 911 last night. And I'm going to tell you, I cried like a baby. Firefighter in New York, house 31, alone, lost his loved one 30 years, 40 years ago, and she now has Alzheimer's, so she didn't recognize him. Broke his heart. And this guy had the disease of the lungs, and Linda will tell me what it is. But anyway, he was rushed to the emergency. They gave him like 24 hours to live. And this fireman from another department came, and he said, okay, we're going to go home. I'm going to die at home. And he says, yeah, but before you go home to die, I'm going to show you something. And he takes him down, and in the hospital, every first responder in the city came out, all saluting him, thanking him, giving him something to hold on. He died that night at 5:03. This is based on a true story. And all I say is that everybody wants to be remembered a certain way. Everybody wants that lingering thought and say, you know, he or she, they were all right. And that's what I saw that when Celebration of Life was here. And it's just time sometimes that you do the right thing, not only for your family, but for yourself. And I saw that 911 last night, and that's the first thing that came to my
Well, it gives you
head.
peace of mind to know that, you know what, that's one decision that your family does not have to make.
Correct.
And if your family has made the plans, just find out where all of that information is. Have the conversation, ask them, because you know what, it's one of those uncomfortable conversations. You and I have a lot of uncomfortable conversations. One of the uncomfortable conversations that you need to have with your loved ones and say, what do you wish? Have you put this in place? Where can I find the information, or who should I contact? And if they say, we haven't, we don't know how to have the conversation, Call Wayne at Dignity Southeast Florida, 561-654-9000, and he will be more than happy to do a virtual tour with you. They've got veteran seminars. They share with you all the information for veterans, which is tremendous, the benefits that veterans have. And if you're not, they have many, many great opportunities for
Bring
you.
you up to speed on the VA packages and everything else that you get. I wish I had known when Harry died. I wish I had known Wayne.
How many years ago did your brother pass away?
About 20 years ago.
Wow.
And I wish that I had known Wayne. When Harry died, it was a shock. And I didn't know the funeral, where they buried him was in Pennsylvania.
Because it was
at the
cheaper, you
time.
said, right?
I don't know why. It took us 2.5 hours to get there. And I couldn't get a limo deal to take the car out.
Did he ever live in Pennsylvania?
He had a house in Pennsylvania. Maybe that's why, because he was there. But my God, what a mess. And this gentleman who ran the morgue in Mount Vernon, he shut the morgue down. And he came from the city, Tommy. Never forget this. And Tommy helped me. But if I had known Wayne, all of this would have been taken care of. I didn't get the taps. I didn't get none of that stuff. I did get the flag. But you know what? Just give him a call. And find out what you can, if you're a vet, what they can and cannot do for you. But just for family and stuff that's going on right now, it's just tough. It's a tough time. Don't make it tougher. Get those arrangements instead. And the prices could be very small. You don't have to go big.
And don't argue about politics.
And don't, because it makes you assess it.
But for some more levity, we should really open up that rum because we've got Juliet Langley joining us. Can you tell me who she sings for, please?
No.
I'd love to teach you.
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Julia, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you guys this morning?
Julia, they're making fun of me because I can't pronounce Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
That's okay. Can't pronounce it. I hear all different. Just say Cirque. That's good enough.
Cirque.
Cirque, I could do that.
Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I started singing when I was 2 years old. I come from a family of singers, long line of singers. I grew up doing that. So music has just been part of my life. I really not known a day where music wasn't involved in my daily activities. So I started singing there. I sang all through my high school years, did some work at the local colleges, sang on into my college days. Although, I got a business degree when I was in college, but I just eventually got back to my love of music and felt like that was my calling. So early on, I switched careers and went headfirst into the entertainment industry, and it's where I'm meant to be. And I've loved every second of it. I have some of my own original shows that I've done around the world. And of course, I've worked for Cirque du Soleil. We'll just say Cirque.
Cirque.
I've worked
For
for about 16 years. So it's been quite a crazy journey riding with the circus, but I wouldn't change it for anything in the world.
Do you travel with them?
I do. When I first started my career, I basically lived on the road all of the time. Buses, airports, trains, whatever means possible. But I also traveled around the world, so I with them sung in about 17 different countries around the world and all 50 of the United States. So yes, traveling is an extensive part of what I've done, and I've loved actually every second of it. I'm a traveler, so I like to be on the go. I have the travel bug.
I don't think I ever realized there were singers who were at Cirque du Soleil.
That's what everybody says. It's because it's sensory overload. There's so much going on the stage, and the acrobatics. I mean, these guys and gals, they're all Olympic level athletes, world champions, and so sometimes the people forget that there's live musicians and there's also live singing. So the music is live, and it gets lost in the shuffle sometimes. But we're there and we're on the stage.
Do you have a favorite show that you've done? A favorite theme?
A favorite theme. Wow. I did the show that was on the Broadway series tour. It's called Jungle Fantasy, and I actually toured that show all around the world. and I understudied it on Broadway at the old Broadway Theater, right across from the David Letterman show. If you guys know where that was. So I'd have to say that's my favorite role. That's sort of the role that I'm known for with them, where I played Mother Nature, and I love it.
Have you ever been to Cirque du Soleil show?
I told you my story. I won 20 tickets.
But you never went.
Because I gave it to my manager and he never gave me
So
one.
you've never been to Cirque du Soleil?
I don't even know where it is. Is it Fort Lauderdale? Where is it? No, I never been.
They travel, but you've never seen contortionists and acrobatics like Cirque du Soleil, right?
It's crazy. Yeah, you wouldn't believe these people can do this stuff. They've been training their whole lives.
You never knew a human body could do what a human body can do.
Have you been? Okay, so is when this thing is all back to normal,
Maybe
is it
find
still
a video
going?
of one. Teddy's going to
It's
see if she
still
can
going?
find a video.
Is it still running? Is it still in act?
I don't think right now they're running, right?
Not
I'm
right
assuming right now
now.
they're
No.
closed.
Because of everything that's going on. I mean,
Right.
entertainment got pretty hard out of all this. And we're
But
talking about the
it'll
rest-
come back, yes?
Well, we're hoping, but entertainment's always one of the first things to go and one of the last things to come back when you have a crisis. And so I have a lot of entertainer friends that are really struggling right now that were working 7 and 8 days a week, and everything just came to a
Stop.
We gotta do one more show, cause I never been, and I want everybody to go. I'll get everybody there.
It's unbelievable.
How many people does this? What
They
is
actually
it?
have a
10?
Beatles one also I've seen.
How many people does it hold? Is it a tent? What is it? A building?
They
Well,
go
they're all
to
different-
theaters.
they're all places. Like you can have them in arenas, tents. Some of the shows are done in tents, and these tents are amazing. They're huge, and when you think of a tent, I mean, it's unbelievable. But some of them are done in theatrical houses, huge, MGM Grand theaters and things like that. So really, it's done in every kind of venue that you could possibly imagine. We've even done stuff outside before, so amphitheaters.
I wanna rent out FAU Stadium.
Hey,
Or mine's
all right.
Why are you laughing? She's laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing
No,
with
this
you.
one over here, she's laughing at me.
They stack boxes and balls and all kinds of things. And
I didn't
think
stack a box of balls on you. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
it's
So
amazing
what?
what these people can do, right?
It's true. We do a lot of that type of stuff, halftime type work and shows. Some of my friends, I was at the WNBA championship, which was held at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut in their big arena. And we had circus performers there at halftime performing. So they pop up in strange places. So you never know when you're going to see them. Sometimes I see them on America's Got Talent, and I'm like, oh, I know them. So it's really funny, circus
How many
is-
people are involved in one of the shows?
Well, it depends on what kind of show that you're talking about. If you have a resident show, then you're naturally going to have more performers that are there and they rotate in and out. If you have a touring show, sometimes the touring show will be a little bit smaller because they have to transport us. And then there's an industrial or a corporate style show, and sometimes those are even smaller. So it really depends. So it can range anywhere, I'd say, from 15 to 20 to 60 or 70 performers in a show, depending on what show.
And do you sing? Are you singing while some of the theatrics is going on? Is that what the deal is?
Oh, yeah. It's always live, yes.
So what are you going to sing for us today?
Wait a minute. Hold it. We're going to theatric. We got to jump in the ceiling and stuff. What she sing?
Can I, if my mother's watching,
Slam you against
if my
the ground.
mother's watching, I'm going to juggle, Mom and Dad.
No,
While
no,
she
no, don't
sings.
juggle because I heard about your juggling.
You're not so good. I never quite got the
Not
juggling
good at
class.
all.
I can't juggle. I don't even try that.
I can't either.
No, you sing, and Donna's going to jump around like a...
Okay, yeah, you got that part. I'll do the singing. We'll be good.
All right, what do you want to sing today?
Well, I've got a couple of songs that I picked out just for you guys. And when we were talking the other day, talking about how music really does heal, and during really difficult times, music can really change your mood. It can really put you in a different frame of mind. And the first song that I chose is a kind of a pop rock type song that I picked up that was written, I think, in 1971, actually, by a band called Dobie Gray. This is one of my favorite songs, and I just love the words to it, and it's talking about when you're feeling down and when you're feeling blue, just lose yourself in the rhythm and in the music. And I really think that we can use that in these difficult times we're in right now. So I'd like to start off with that song called Drift Away.
Okay, let's bring her up on the big box.
Day after day I'm on confused. I look for the light in the pouring rain. You know it's a game that I hate to lose. I'm feeling the strain, hating the shame. I'm giving the beat voice to free my soul. I'm on lost in rock and roll and drift away. Oh, give me the beat, voice to free my soul. I want to get lost in rock and roll and drift away. Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside looks so unkind, but I'm counting on you to carry me through. I'm giving the beat voice to free my soul. I want to get lost in rock and roll and drift away. Drift away. Oh, give me the beat voice to free my soul. I want to get lost in rock and roll and drift away. Ooh. When my mind is free, you know the melody moves me. When I'm feeling blue, the guitar comes through to soothe me. Thanks for the joy you've given me. I want you to know I believe in your song. The rhythm, the rhyme, and the harmony. You help me along. You're making me strong. I'm giving the beat, boys, to free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Oh, give me the beat, boys, to free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Oh, give me the beat, boys, to free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Drift away. Give me the beat, boys, to free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Drift away. Oh, won't it take me? Won't take me. I said we can drift away. Oh, the river take me. Come on and take me. Oh, yeah, let's drift away. Drift away.
I feel like I've been to Cirque du Soleil.
Yay!
That was
You know,
amazing. Thank you so much.
That is fantastic.
You know, we were just saying it's not easy to do what you're doing because you don't have a crowd of people around you. You don't have musicians around you. You're set up in a computer for all intents and purposes. So kudos to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. People are watching you on their lunch break saying amazing.
Oh, wonderful. I appreciate it so much. And it is true as a performer, you get that energy from the audience going, you get it back, coming back to you. So we are missing that, but at least I'm having the chance to do what I love to do. And I'm honored that you would ask me to come on and be here
Thank
with you
you
guys.
so much. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to you more. I think you want to talk to her about
the new platform.
the new platform.
Yeah.
All right, Julia, stay tuned. We're going to take a
We'll
quick
be right
break.
back, Julia.
888-994-4995, the music of Julia Langley. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters have that special ingredient, that little bit of adventure in a bottle, to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
His abilities as a dry cleaner are so undeniable, Dry Clean Only tags have his phone number printed on the back. Stubborn stains sometimes call him late at night just to apologize. His pickup and delivery service is so fast, his vans have pit crews. He is the most interesting dry cleaner in the world.
You don't always dry clean, but when you do, use A&T Dry Cleaners. Stay dirty, my friends.
Are you here to be good? Or are you here to be great? Outstanding? Hi, my name is Anne Shoshana Dector, and I am an author, motivational speaker, and leadership educator. I share with individuals and businesses the proven tools necessary so that you can make friends with challenges and use them as opportunities to grow from good to better, so you can have it all. Unified, supportive, and creative corporate communities, financial abundance, and a clear mission-driven purpose. Contact me at goodtobetter2020@gmail.com. Grow from good to better in 2020. Work with me individually or ask me to speak at your next event. goodtobetter2020@gmail.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And
The
we are
Cirque du
back.
Soleil.
Cirque.
Circule.
Circule?
Circule.
Isn't
Circulate.
that a circulate that goes around the
I
island?
swear to God, I got 4 bottles left in this box.
We haven't cracked open any of them. We haven't cracked them up either. Cracked
Because
open
one of
any
them is about to crack. Don't make fun of my English.
Your English is very nice.
Very sexy. Thank you very much. I wanted to ask you, do you write music? Julia, do you write music?
I do. I have a demo of my own that I have some original stuff that I've written. So, yeah, I do some of my own original stuff. To answer your question.
I would love to hear your original stuff. I want to hear your soul because
I've got a song I wrote. And it's funny because I don't sing country that much, but I have the accent. Of course, you can hear everybody says, "Do you sing country?"
Where are you
So I
from?
wrote
Are you from Alabama?
I am from Alabama. I've lived here in South Florida for about 20 years though, so this accent, it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay.
Once from Alabama, always from Alabama.
That's right.
All right, you want to sing another song for us?
I will sing another song for you. This one is a very different than the one I chose before, but very quickly, I'll tell you why I chose this song. I've had this great career over the past 17 years, and I was at the top of my game, and about a year ago, I was hit by a car while riding my bicycle. I was actually run over by a car, not just hit, but run over. And I had, of course, head injury, and I had 5 broken bones and a lot of spinal cord injury that I had surgery for. So I know what it's like to be stopped in your tracks and just be devastated. It just seems like my world just went dark, and I had to overcome it. I had to come back from it. There were a lot of things that played into me overcoming, and as I stand before you today, I'm back in the saddle again, and I'm a warrior. I'm fighting every day to be better than I was before my accident. And but one thing that I can attribute that comeback to was the people in my life. And I have such a wonderful, wonderful family and a wonderful group of friends and a support group here in South Florida. And they were there every step of the way, taking me to the doctor, getting medicine for me, feeding me, anything you could imagine, cleaning my house. They're sending housekeepers over to everything, taking care of my dog. This is sort of a tribute to them and to overcoming. And
is this one of your originals?
I'm sorry?
Is this an original?
No, this one's not an original. But this song was part of a Broadway show many years ago. Carousel is the name of the show. And this is a beautiful, beautiful song that came out of that. And I want to do a nice little arrangement of You'll Never Walk Alone. Uh-oh, you're going to have to give me 2 seconds. My orchestra quit on me here. Woo, I'm having some technical issues. Can you guys give me just 1 minute?
Bring us back. Alrighty, we'll bring it back.
I love that song, by the way.
Which one?
The one that she's going to sing from Carousel.
Yeah.
You Never Walk Alone.
Do you like musicals?
I love Broadway musicals.
It's funny. I went by a few places where I should have bought tickets years ago. I went to what's the name of the center you guys have up here in West Palm? Kravitz. And I got to see a play. I went with Linda and Sarah. What a beautiful place. Beautiful.
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Walk through the snow, hold your head on high. Don't be afraid all the time.
Oh, I thought you froze. That was beautiful.
We thought you
Thank
froze.
you.
Wow, unbelievable.
My theme song, yes.
And how can people find you in the future to hire you or private
Well,
gigs?
I have a website. Yes, I have a website that's under construction right now. So, but it is julialangley.net. I'm also on Facebook. I do have a page where I accept people that can follow. I do a lot of business work on that. Julia Langley. They can follow me there. On Instagram as well, same as I am the Cirque singer on Instagram. And I also I do group online voice lessons, and it's called Get Up and Sing. So people can follow my page as well to see updates, to get videos of me singing, as well as some other people that are students, aspiring performers, rock stars, and people I'm associated with as well. So website, Facebook, Instagram, I'm there.
Truly beautiful. Thank you so much, Julie. I can't wait one day to actually get you back in the theater and do some of this in person.
I know, I'm looking forward to it as well, but thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julia.
Bye, you guys.
Very nice. See that? I feel like I'm a Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque singer.
They say, stop correcting me.
Cirque singer.
Do you always do that?
Yes.
Don't correct.
Okay.
It's not very fashionable. We're going to commercial. We're going to break into the next set.
Let's go to commercial. Thank our sponsors, Healing Moments, Carmen Care, and this segment brought to you by Healing Moments. We're going to come back, talk about that for a little bit, and then we're going to talk about donuts.
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 Dodo.
Donuts.
Dodo.
I want some donuts.
Dodo.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And
Celebrating life.
Celebrating life at the Brooklyn Cafe Show, eating saltines, talking about Cheese Whiz. That was like, actually it was called Cheese Whiz, the spray cheese, the cheese in a can. And then you put it away, and then the next time you took it out, there was always like that hard piece in the tip of it. And you have to like pull it out and get
You
the
don't
fresh.
pull it out, you squeeze it, it pops out, you get rid of it.
Ever
You don't pull it out.
Ever just like squeeze it in your mouth?
No.
You just never put the Cheese Whiz in your mouth?
Yes, but not the hard part.
No, not the hard. It's not a podcast show.
Disgusting. Put hard
What we
things
used
in
to
your
eat
mouth.
as
What's
kids?
wrong
Oh
with
my
you?
gosh, is that hilarious?
Eat as a kid. I had it like last week.
I think we've got Debbie joining us from Dodo Donuts. Dodo
Hi.
Donut.
How are you,
doing?
Debbie?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
We're great. I love your hair.
Don't faint.
Yeah, since we're home with the kids, we thought we'd do something different that we normally wouldn't do when we had to go into work or school every day.
Have you ever tried to dye your hair with Kool-Aid?
No, but a lot of my friends have, and
a
it looks
thing.
really cool.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
You know, you got to be careful because the ants will come on your pillow.
No. I'm looking at the red, so I'm thinking maybe it's like Kool-Aid enhanced. Really pretty.
No, when everybody decided to do the social distancing, we went down to Walgreens, and they had all these bright colors. So my daughters and I decided to try it, and we got blue, we got pink, so we're having fun.
I might be resorting to blue or pink come this weekend because my hairdresser is still closed, so we can have some
You're
fun.
gonna dye your tips that way? That's the latest and greatest.
My
People
tips
say-
aren't my issue. It's my roots, so I'm not quite sure. We haven't gotten
Shave
down to
your
the tips
head.
yet. Yeah, we haven't gotten down to the tips yet, but we'll see.
Shave your head. Don't ignore me.
I don't think about that. Anyway, tell us about Dodo Donuts. I love the name.
Thank you. So Dodo's Donuts started out as a mobile food truck back in 2012, and he's expanded his business where he started out with one food truck, and now he has 2 donut trucks, 2 hot dog trucks, and 2 French fry trucks. And last year
Whoa,
he
wait a
decided
minute, wait a minute.
He had me at French fries.
He has me at hot dog trucks. What kind of hot dog trucks?
So it is called PS561, based on the New York school system. And he bought it about 3 years ago from Aaron Murillo, who is the original owner. And they have all these different kinds of gourmet hot dogs. They're amazing. They buy their bread from Old School Bakery, so we try to keep everything local. And they're fabulous hot dogs. You can check them out at ps561.com.
Is PS 561, was that school in Queens?
You know, I don't really know. I did grow up in New Jersey, but I'm not sure. I know Aaron is from New York, but I don't know.
Did you go to
I
PS
went to
561?
PS 191 and PS 82, and they were in the Bronx.
Let's look it up. PS 561. But tell us what you're
Well,
doing
I'm
with
thinking
Dodo
maybe
Donuts.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Dodo Donuts.
Dodo's Donuts. So that is Red Johnson's baby. He created Dodo's Donuts. And if you look at my shirt, you can see the three brands that he incorporated. He's got the big dodo bird for the donut. He's got the BFF for best French fries, and PS 561 for the hot dogs.
I love that. How long has he had these businesses?
So Best French Fries and Dodo's Donuts was opened in 2012. PS 561 has opened in 2011, and he's owned all three businesses for almost 3 years now.
And where are the trucks? Where do they circulate?
So they stay usually on the food truck circuit of Wellington, Jupiter, sometimes in Boca, down at the amphitheater. But they do a lot of caterings and private parties, bar mitzvahs. They're in Boca a lot, doing private bar mitzvahs, whether it be at Woodfield or one of the temples or, different places, private birthday parties. But we actually just opened a restaurant in Royal Palm Beach. We opened on March 21st. It was actually a week before our grand opening was supposed to be. We were supposed to do a big, huge grand opening on March 28th, and then everything got shut down. So we opened up a little bit early for takeout and curbside, and we started doing free kids meals for any K through 12 student. So basically what that means is moms, dads, brothers and sisters that are old enough to drive, they can just go through to the curbside pickup over at Dodo's Donuts, which is 1216 Royal Palm Beach Boulevard. Say, I want 3 kids meals. They'll tell them to park, they'll bring out the food to them, and off they go. This way we can help the community and help any of the families that can't provide their children lunches.
That's amazing, and they're free. It doesn't mean you have to buy an adult meal to get a kid's meal.
You do not have to buy anything.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
So when you come up, you get a choice of either chicken. Well, you don't get a choice. Basically, you come up and they'll either have chicken tenders, fresh cut fries, and donuts, or you can have, or it'll be a hot dog with fresh cut fries and some fresh made donuts. So we try to batch them. So we'll do a whole bunch of chicken tenders at once, and then we'll do hand out a batch of chicken tenders with the fries and donuts. We're just trying to get as many people fed as we possibly can in those 3-hour serving window.
Now, if the kids wanted to come Monday, Tuesday, what is it? Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday?
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
So they can come back
every day.
They can come back every day.
Every single day.
And who is funding this? Where are you getting the proceeds to offset all of these costs?
So right now, it is just Red, the owner, who has been funding the whole project. We do have a couple people that are interested in sending our food trucks out to communities where people might not have cars and not be able to pick up lunch. So we are definitely available to take sponsorships or any kind of donations to help keep this program going, especially since the school district of Palm Beach County just changed the days that they are going to be offering free lunches to their students.
Yeah, I saw they cut them down, I think, to 2 days, and then going forward, it's going to be down to 1 day.
1 day, yep.
So how do people get funds, monies? How do they get that to you?
So there's several ways that they can get us different kinds of donations. You can Cash App us. So if you want to Cash App us, which is through Square, the name of it is Big 3 Shop, and it's $DOSDONUTS. Or you can go ahead through Zelle, which is it's linked to our Best French Fries account, which is 561-231-1500. That also happens to be the number lunches or text your free lunches and we can have it ready for you. Or you can mail a check to Dodo's Donuts, which is 1216 Royal Palm Beach Boulevard, Royal Palm Beach, Florida, 33411.
The food
And
looks
of course, if anybody's
unbelievable,
got-
Debbie. The food looks
And-
incredible.
If anybody has any questions, they can always reach me at 561-983-1200. We definitely want to do as much as we can to help the community. So if it doesn't matter if you're in Boca, doesn't matter if you're in Port St. Lucie, if you've got a need and we've got either sponsors or we've got extra funds that we can put into it, we will actually take the drive with our trucks and help support the communities.
Debbie, do me a favor. I want you to text me.
The French fries, the hot dogs. I'm looking at your Facebook page while we're talking to you. Amazing.
Okay, somehow I lost you guys, but I logged back on.
Oh, good. And we just keep talking.
And mine's-
Welcome to my world.
And we did a concert. The last thing we did before all this happened was we were deal out. So I'm going to make a phone call this afternoon.
And French fries, last I checked, are vegan.
I know, I have them every day. But they're carbs, so I got to be careful with that too.
That is true. You had to be careful with that. Well, busy afternoon.
Busy, a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. A lot of programs we tried out today. That's why you saw the little, no, they Google me.
And then we go, and you were right.
And I was right, and I was right, and did I tell you I was right?
And then you were right.
I
What a
love
day.
that. I love it when somebody argues with me, and I know that I'm telling you the truth. I pick my moments.
I love when your son Freddie argues with you, and then he said, also, please contact them for free delivery, curbside pickup. You can contact Wayne at Dignity Memorial, 561-654-9000. A lot of great sponsors.
Wait a minute. You threw a whole spin there.
Zoop.
You said
You're going to give out the number for.
No, you're talking about one thing, and now
then I said it
curbside delivery
also.
for Wayne?
And then also contact Wayne.
So he'll pick you up. You just put the body on the curb? What's the matter with you? You heard that, right? Curbside delivery, call Wayne. Don't listen to her.
How do you reach your CBD store?
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV